Ever get that feeling that great ideas are just for other people? That creativity is some kind of magical talent you're either born with or not? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on that whole idea. We're going to give you one simple trick to generate creative ideas, even if you swear you don't have a creative bone in your body.
All right, let's just jump right into it. If you're one of those people who's quick to say, "Oh, I'm not creative," you are so not alone. It's this really common feeling that creativity is some gift, and if you didn't get it at birth, well, too bad. But what if I told you that's just completely wrong?
And this quote right here just nails it. The big secret isn't about sitting around waiting for a lightning bolt of inspiration to strike you. The truth is, almost every great, innovative idea comes from a single, repeatable process that anyone, and I really mean anyone, can learn and use.
So, what is this big secret? What's the process? It's something called recombination. It's simply taking ideas that already exist, concepts or technologies, and connecting them in a new, totally unexpected way. It's not about inventing something out of thin air, it's about becoming a master connector.
I mean, just look at the iPhone. It's the perfect example. Steve Jobs didn't invent the telephone, he didn't invent the touchscreen, and he sure didn't invent the internet. His real genius was seeing how to combine those three existing pieces of tech into one incredible, game-changing device.
And this isn't just a one-off thing, right? It's a pattern you see over and over again with some of history's greatest minds. Shakespeare, he was famous for borrowing and remixing plots from older stories. Even Einstein built his earth-shattering theories on the foundations of physics that already existed. They were all master combiners.
Okay, so how can you start doing this systematically? Let's give this whole technique a name, something we can really grab onto. We're going to call it idea stacking. It's a simple system, and it's designed to help you generate these creative combinations on purpose, not just by luck.
So what is idea stacking exactly? Well, think of it as a method where you're constantly soaking up all kinds of different information, you're logging all the interesting bits and pieces, and then, this is the key, you actively look for ways to connect those ideas, even if they seem totally unrelated.
And you know what? The method itself is surprisingly simple. It really just breaks down into 3 steps. First, absorb, and be relentless about it. Read weird books, watch random documentaries, listen to podcasts that have nothing to do with your job. Just fill up your mental library. Second, log everything. Seriously, don't trust your brain to remember it all. Write down every single interesting idea you come across. And third, connect. This is where the real magic happens. You regularly go through your notes and just ask yourself, what happens if I combine this with that?
But wait, there is one absolutely crucial rule here. You can't just absorb information without a goal. You have to be actively creating something first, even if it's just a tiny side project. This gives your brain a target, a problem to solve, and that makes all your information gathering focused and way more purposeful.
Okay, so that's the theory. But let's get practical. How does this actually play out in the real world? Let's look at a couple of examples to make it super clear.
Let's talk about James Dyson. The guy was just really frustrated with vacuum cleaners that kept losing suction. So what was his idea stack? He took idea A, a totally standard vacuum, and he combined it with this completely unrelated concept, idea B, the powerful cyclonic separation that's used in industrial sawmills. The result? Boom, the world's first bagless vacuum and a company worth billions.
But look, you don't have to go out and revolutionize an entire industry. This system works just as well for small, everyday ideas. Let's break down a much simpler example.
Okay, let's say you want to start a podcast. Idea A, most podcasts are recorded indoors, in a studio, right? Now let's grab another idea. Idea B, think about vlogs. A ton of them are filmed on location, and they have this really cool, immersive feel. Now, stack them together. What do you get? A totally unique concept. A podcast that's recorded outdoors, maybe while you're hiking in a forest. Simple, right? But it's different. It's creative.
So how much of that special, magical, born-with-it talent do you need to use this system? The answer is a big, fat zero. Zilch. Absolutely none. This isn't about who you are. It's all about what you do.
And that is the #1 thing to take away from all this. Forget the myth of the lone genius. Creativity is not a talent. It's a system. And the best news of all, you have that system now. You've got the framework to start generating your own creative ideas today.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Take a look at the world around you, at the ideas you've been collecting, at the problems you're trying to solve. The only real question left is the one right there on your screen. What 2 ideas will you combine today?